T-minus 5, 3, 2, 1, 0, and liftoff.
And yes, we're back.
Hello
Where's
there.
Kev? That's what I want to know. Where's Kev?
We've had it all tonight. We had Marcus with no sound, we had Steve with no picture, and we've still got no Kev, no sound, no nothing.
We've had a technical. Well, I started the show an hour ago. Did everyone enjoy it? It was a good show. It was a really good show.
Up, and you guys,
Yeah, thanks for the thumbs up. Don't forget to hit the like button. Well, as you can hear, I'm full of cold, but there we are. That's what you get from going. That's what you get from going to 30 degrees to 12 degrees. That will teach me, won't it?
Well, we've had thunder and lightning all day and about 6 power cuts.
Oh,
wow.
good.
Very frightening.
Yeah.
Thunderbolt and lightning, very, very,
Very frightening.
Galileo.
Galileo.
Oh, I must admit, Marcus, you got to admit that the harmonies for Sweet Caroline in Florida was good, wasn't it?
It was good.
Oh,
I thought so
that's
too. Yeah.
videos.
Yeah.
Caroline will love that.
Oh, well, she stood in for me, didn't she?
Yes, she did.
I was
While
busy
you were
having a.
gallivanting.
I was having a steak.
I was gallivanting as well. Around Animal Kingdom.
Good job. Bless her.
Anyway, it's good to be back. It's always good to be back home and back to work. And
You liar.
Hey, it was really cool meeting Haley in Florida too, Steve. That was a lot of fun. I'm glad you guys were able to make it.
she really enjoyed it. I think she was a bit sort of like, how the hell do all these people know my husband?
Well, that's it. And I actually talked to her about that. I said, Haley, you're going to have to get used to the fact that your husband's a bit of a celebrity, and people are going to be that you don't even know. They're total strangers are going to be walking up to him. They know him, you know. Yeah.
Oh, you got the Oscar. Woo.
I've got your Oscar, Terry.
Yeah. Yeah.
Put it on Terry's head. Damn it.
Oh, look at that. It's so good. Terry's got one as well.
Yeah,
Terry has one.
Terry's a small one.
You know who got it the year before that?
Marcus.
Yay. Well, I'm going to get one in 2027.
So if anyone wants to know what this actually is, he's actually for the furthest distance travelled to the South Florida drone meet. So if you go, you can get it. But
Kev just sent us a message. He's in Tenerife.
He's in
Tenerife.
He's
on holiday. Oh, he did tell me. I was supposed to tell you. Kev's on holiday this week.
Oh, right, okay.
I forgot to tell you.
Note to self, Terry is on the holiday. Anyway, have a wonderful holiday. Kev, where is he? He's in Tenerife.
Tenerife, yeah.
Wow.
I like it there.
I'm sure he's watching.
Yeah, I've been there quite a few times in my my youthful days. Anyway, so let's have a quick look in the chat because I've forgotten what we come here for. I remember now. Right, Suzanne, evening all again. Did you watch the show earlier on, Suzanne? It was good, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I'm glad she enjoyed it.
What?
And Mark's in the chat. Justin's in the chat.
RJ Aerials.
Ryan's in the chat.
Whackers.
And Stevie Knowles in the chat. And
Dave Cullen is
John Olsen. John Olsen's in the chat.
Dave's in Las Vegas at the minute.
Who's
that?
Dave Cullen. He's in
Is
Las
he?
Vegas.
Gerard.
Moon Rabbit FPV, Windwalker Drones, SJM Drones and Media.
No, Derek yet, our new member. Derek.
Barkley. Hi, Barkley.
He does watch. Hi, Derek.
Yeah,
Barkley's
hi, Derek.
Yeah, Barkley's there, yeah. Gerard.
From the show.
Doing? RJ Aerials, Howdy Steve, Terry, Jackie, and the other guy.
Ask Barkley about his Chateauneuf de Pape.
He's what?
His wine. Chateau Neuf de Pape.
Wine.
Oh, wine.
Yeah.
Bud's in the chat. Hi, Bud.
Yeah. Elaine.
Mark
Elaine.
R. White's in the chat. Dave Cullen. Hi, Mark.
There's Luke
Well,
Honey
Dave.
Thunder. Hello, Luke.
Elaine.
How's your knee?
How are Will doing?
Who's Gerard?
Who?
Gerard McGlinchey.
Who? 107 Drone says, who?
Who?
Have we got another Terry on?
That's
And,
a TV show in the UK.
This name, I can't pronounce his name, so I'll let someone else do it.
Which one?
Oh, that may
Oh.
well be Mr. Blackman.
No, I got that one flat. Yo,
I'm not sure, but I think it is Mr. Blackman.
Well, if he is Mr.
the
Blackman,
black one.
welcome. Anyway. Right, so without further ado. And hang on.
There
Caroline.
you go.
Caroline.
Sweet Caroline.
That's enough of that.
It wasn't as good as Florida, was it, Steve?
No. Did you enjoy that, Caroline, by the way? The perfect harmonies involved.
We had
there.
good harmony in Florida. And other people joined in, by the way, too.
They did.
He's known. It's like a.
Barkley says, where's Nivik? Nivik
Oh,
is
he's in
in,
Tenerife.
and he's only saying Tenerife backwards. F. I heard it's actually gone downhill now. It's only called Fiver Reef, but
Oh, I have my Easter egg today with the 8 bloody chocolate buttons in it. That's all there was.
Oh.
chocolate
Yeah.
buttons.
I know you're full of sweets, isn't it?
I finished my 5th Easter egg yesterday, so I didn't have any today.
God, I hope you get fat then. We could, yeah, what are you copying me?
On that
We
note,
could only get single ones. They'd be sold out.
let's bring our guest on.
Let's welcome this week's Drone Seekers live show special guest.
It's Tanya all the way from Idaho, just up the road from Marcus. Marcus' next door neighbour. Just out of curiosity, how far away actually are you?
I'm in Boise. You're like,
I'm in Meridian. So I'm going to say we're 5 miles apart. How about that?
yeah,
That's
that's
not
about
bad.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's nothing. That's great. So you
Yeah.
fly together every week.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
here's the problem, Jackie. Tanya needs to retire. Like, me. Just go by all the time.
Yeah. Where did that work? Rubbish.
Anyway,
Yeah.
thanks for joining us, Tanya. It was very
you.
kind of you popping. I was expecting to see you at the South Florida Drone Meet, to be honest with you.
I was planning on going, and I missed everyone there, but there have been some extraneous, not to get into it, but a lot of work commitments that I am taking on this year. And I also had car issues as well.
Oh no. So combination of things prevented you getting there.
Yeah, it was the Swiss cheese of all Swiss cheese alignments of everything that could possibly go wrong.
The
Yeah.
holes aligned.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'll do this
yeah.
next year.
Well, it was a good meet. Very windy on the Saturday, very, very windy. So windy, in fact, that I decided that I wasn't going to fly my drone. I'll just go around and talk to people. All you can hear is white noise. I interviewed a few people, and I sort of give up in the finish. I was just kidding, but yeah, I can't wait to try. I'm trying to modify the sound at the moment because it's a little bit. Sort of,
Hey, Tanya, I went to our secret spot on the other end there at Jensen Beach, and I flew
Oh.
from there.
Oh,
Really?
Yeah, you remember where you went under the bridge?
Yeah.
Ron and I went over there.
No, are you talking about the other side,
so
Mark?
jelly.
I found that really weird. If you went to the other side, it didn't seem as windy. I'm thinking this doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
But no,
Nah.
no.
I was just on the other side of the restroom, Steve, so not that far.
No, just that's what I mean. I'm talking about the other side of the from where the actual.
Oh.
Literally, if you went through the cars and to the other side.
Yeah, where the fishing pier is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It didn't seem as windy, which is weird.
Yeah.
I don't know.
We've got our first guest from Japan.
Yeah, that's
Nice.
Scott.
Hey,
Yeah, that's good.
Well, welcome.
this
Welcome,
is
Scott.
Drone Seekers International, after all.
It
Yeah.
certainly is.
really
We
is.
remind everyone that
I
this
think-
international means all over the world. There is not a
What
space we
time
can't
is it in Japan?
I don't know.
hang on, I'll tell you.
Subscribe to
Oh,
There's a
Scott.
Star
kind
will
of
come up
hush
and tell us.
all over the world.
I know
tonight.
films.
Hey Siri,
Go check out a channel.
what is the time in Japan?
Yeah.
Wait for it.
Scott. Walking.
Siri's not listening to you.
It's 4:11 a.m.
Oh, well done for
Tokyo.
getting up.
4 a.m.
He's
Yeah.
dedicated.
Wow.
So
Welcome.
we're going to work early or going to bed late. I'm not sure what, but 4 o'clock in the morning. Well, it actually does exist in my life, to be honest with you. I've been, the last couple of weeks, I've been getting up at like 4 or 5 in the very morning. So, anyway, we've got some videos. We're going to show the first one, if I can find it. This one is, not that one.
One of Tanya's videos?
This is one of Tanya's videos, indeed.
I'm not Tanya's
All picked
video.
by her very own Jackie. Well, I assume Jackie picked him, unless Tanya sent him to her. I don't know.
Yes.
Aw.
Don't shoot,
Okay.
Tanya.
Right. So,
No, I trust your judgment, Jack.
Tanya's videos are sort of she,
Oh, they're all good for the
she
Z.
explains a few things, as you'll understand. I'll play the video and you will see.
Okay. Why, Fimi, why? Let's roll the footage and see what happened. It's a pretty windy day here at the canyon, and I'm going to take out the Fimi Mini X8 and the original OG Mini 2 and see how it does. And it's a bit breezy here, so there might be some challenges with wind warnings, definitely. So let's get to it.
Strong vibration detected. Initiate landing immediately.
All right, we're gonna land because apparently, and we just crashed. Whew, strong wind warning. All right, so
Strong
let's,
vibration detected. Check the body and propellers.
I am, and now we're gonna do find my drone. See where we are. It's in this grass. It came over here. Woo! We're gonna find it. She's around here, and I found her. Oh, baby, you crashed. What happened? We're good. We're good. We got her. Let's recap what to do if you experience a flyaway. Stay calm. Always have eyes on your drone, either yours or those of a spotter. It's quite important, especially when the drone goes down. Use your find the drone tools that should be included, which they are, in every major drone manufacturer's software. And most importantly, you should know how to access them before flying your drone, especially if it's a new to you drone. And then finally, start the recovery of the drone immediately after the flyaway and crash. This will give you the best chance of recovering the drone and give you a little bit of peace of mind. All is not lost. As the Fimi flyaway did not occur straight after takeoff, I was able to get footage for use in a comparison video with my Mini 2, the OG, otherwise known as Starbuck. So here is the comparison video from both drones. I put the footage side by side so you can compare the two. And this footage was shot at 4K 30 frames per second and is unedited, essentially straight out of the drone. Let me know in the comments what drone footage you like the best. For me, well, my money is on the drone that doesn't fly away, but that is my own opinion, and I would like to know yours. I really hope you enjoyed this adventure, such as it was.
Oh.
The dynamic range was so much better on the Mini 2. You really showed it well there. You could see the sky blown out on the Fimi. The Fimi looked good. Once you pointed the camera down on the Fimi, it looked better. However, the Mini 2, the OG, like you said, can't beat it.
Yeah. No, you can't. The specs are similar, but I just think the color grading on the Mini 2 is so much better. I've not flown that drone, the Fimi.
Well, so Tania, you were with me when I had my Fimi Mini issue. Yeah,
I forgot. Yeah, same thing happened, and I was watching it going, "Oh, look, that looks familiar."
And just like you, I haven't flown it since. Why would I? You know.
No. Like that kind of action that happens. Like that used to happen when I had the DJI Phantom 2. If you were anywhere near where there's any type of interference, the drone would just drift off, and I've seen that happen. So at least I had a little experience. I knew exactly as soon as I got the warning that it was going to land. It wasn't going into a landing profile. It was just drifting down. And what I don't think you can see really well, but my heart was pretty much in my throat because I was right next to the edge of that canyon.
Yeah, that could have been a lot worse, couldn't it?
That could have been a whole lot worse. Yeah. But it landed and actually it landed close to the edge. You can't see it because the grass or the
That sort of reminds me of that time we were in Spain. I flew my Avata through that window and it crashed and it missed it. And right by the side, there was a big pool of red water.
Oh,
that could be
yeah.
I've got this on mine. Can you see it? It's a little Firefly beeper, so that if it crashes, that just starts bleeping immediately. I don't have to do anything in the settings.
Oh, that's fantastic.
And if the battery disconnects, this will just still work. So it's brilliant.
Exactly, has its own battery, doesn't it? Yeah.
Hey, the other thing that your video showed me, Tania, is that we need to get back out there to the canyon because there's a very limited time that it's green like that. This time of year, it's going to be green, and we need to not lose that.
Okay, so I have a story. There's always a story. This year has been quite unique. Yesterday, I found some time, went out to the canyon just to do a quick flight to say, I'm alive. Hi. And give drone seekers some new footage to use. Well, I get there, and I'm telling you, Marcus, it must have been like 4.5, 5 feet. I don't know. I didn't get close enough to measure it. Maybe it was 100 feet. Who knows? It was a rattler, and it was really, really angry. And my rattler to English translation basically told me to get the heck out of there.
But you just asked to move.
Yeah, the whole rattler, it was really
He's way more afraid of you than you are of him.
Yeah, just tell him, just go up to him and say,
no.
no.
Tanya's not going to bite him, whereas he might bite her.
Just wanted her to stroke him.
I wouldn't recommend trying to bite a snake.
Just give it a little stroke. It's okay. No, in my philosophy, if you see one, there's 50 around. And I'm like, no, I got to live to fly another day.
Oh, please do.
This whole year.
So that was on the trail out at Dedication Point? Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Nice.
Yes. Oh, yeah. I've never seen. The only time I've seen rattlers are actually on the trail I was just on this morning.
Table Rock.
Table Rock. Yeah, I've seen a couple of them. I've seen a couple dead ones.
They're not so scary.
Never kill them. I hate it when people kill rattlesnakes. They eat the vermin.
Right. Oh yeah. My philosophy is live and let live. I will just exit the area. I didn't feel comfortable flying there. So I got up this morning, hiked up to Table Rock, took my Neo, and got like a 3-second video that I put up there. It's sort of like proof of life. Like, I'm still alive.
The Neo is nice.
Yeah. And it's a nice hike, by the way. If you guys ever come out here.
Wait, I've never done it. I've never.
Well, it's accidentally sat on a rattler.
No, it's great.
I almost stepped on one time, very, very nearly. But
Yeah.
but again, they're more afraid of you than you are of them. If you just back off, they don't even.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. They're not going to chase after you. But that's like my phobia. Snakes are a phobia.
Marcus, everyone's got to head to Idaho to fly the canyon with Marcus and Tania.
But
Please do. It's. I miss the canyon. I really, because of all the craziness that's happening with work in my car, I didn't get much of a chance to fly at all, and the weather wasn't cooperating on the few days that I was back in Boise on the weekends. And of course, those were weekends when it rained or snowed or did something.
Steve and I were in Florida, and then I was in the Caribbean. So I don't know.
Cool. Can't be done.
Just I forgot what holidays are like. They must be a wonderful thing.
Likewise.
You've got to find that fine line, Tanya. You've got to say work, no, holiday, yes.
Oh, I am.
At the end of the day, no, it's just. Otherwise, life can just go on work all the time. And nah.
Okay, I'm going to make Tanya really jealous right now. Tanya, every island that we went to in the Caribbean, we just rented a taxi and they took us to places to fly our drones. We flew drones on every island that we stopped at.
Excellent.
Sounds perfect.
I'm so looking forward to your videos, really. And I will keep the jealousy out of my comments.
And Dave Cullen says
But it's
Dave Cullen said he saw an adder once and couldn't add up. Okay, video number 2. Let's watch a video.
Okay.
You'll like this one.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Tania Gail Adventures here at Eagle Island State Park. And I'm not alone. I have my good friend, Marcus Crawford from Idaho Quadcopter with me, and we are testing out my little baby drone. If Marcus will hand it to me, I should have had it in my hand. This is my new baby, just arrived. It's the DJI Neo. It's the drone I wanted to love to hate, or hate to love.
Love to hate, whatever.
Love to hate, hate to love. It's all relative.
It's a great drone.
We're going to take this drone up. We're going to do an inaugural flight. I'm going to try a walkie-talkie with this drone, and we'll see how it goes. Why I'm wearing the color pink today is that October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Breast cancer is a very serious disease in our community and has touched every one of our families. My grandmother was diagnosed with breast cancer, and it shortened her life. Have a thought about your loved ones and getting yourself screened. It's really important. The earlier you can detect this, the better chances of recovery and survival. Great, I think we're getting this. This is amazing. This is your second camera. This is a drone I was loving to hate. I can see, let's just try, I don't know, we'll try a droney. Try a droney, come on in. And there it goes. Did you try a droney with yours?
I did just one time, yeah. Then it comes on back.
I mean, all this for $199. Dead simple to use drone. For our very first flight, my battery is completely dead, but it won't be the last time I fly this drone. I am hooked. There's a lot more to explore. There's a lot of other features to look at this drone, but it really has the pedigree of DJI. So I'm comfortable flying with it. I'm not afraid of flyaways. I just want to explore what it can do. So hopefully you will too if you decide to step into this. It's one of the most simplest drones to get up and running and flying. This is definitely a beginner-friendly drone. It's easy to launch from your hand and catch it in your hand or land on the ground. Don't expect a precision landing, so be very careful about where you land the drone and be aware of your surroundings. And that's all I have. So thank you so much for following me along on this new drone adventure. I love this little guy. I really do. And don't forget, get your mammograms done this month. Get them scheduled. Early detection will save lives. And don't forget to like and subscribe to Tania Gail Adventures if you want more.
Nice one.
So you ended up loving the little Neo in the end.
Absolutely adore that drone. Adore it. Yeah.
That's the last time we went flying, Tanya.
Wow.
No.
It is, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
We have to get back. We do. We are way overdue.
Yeah.
Mark saying he flew his Neo FPV today at the car show. Opens possibility being so light. It really does.
Right through the cars.
Mark is doing some amazing work with his little Neo. He's getting some good stuff.
Well, the good thing about the Neo is, I mean, it's like one of those very sort of, such a small drone, you know, it's not even, well, it's smaller than a mini, isn't it? So you can just take it everywhere and no one sort of butts an eyelid.
Yeah.
Right. I mean,
Well,
that's
it has its
exactly what
purpose.
happened. Yeah. Yeah, it's what happened today. I had my backpack on my hike and I had my drone in the backpack. And it didn't add any additional weight that was negligible.
What does it weigh? About it must be about 100, 110, 120 grams, something like that.
Something like that.
Around
It's
there.
very light.
It's very, very light, and you can control it with your iPhone, and so there isn't added space for controller if you don't want to. So for what I was doing today, I didn't want a really heavy backpack while I was hiking up Table Rock. So
Tom says that the flip is a huge upgrade. Would you agree with that, Marcus?
It is. I used the flip yesterday. In fact, yesterday I did a bicycle video where I was reviewing a bike. And again, just like what you're describing, Tanya, you don't need the controller. I just launched it, put it into follow mode, and it followed me around perfectly. You know, it just stays right behind you. It's got that same camera that the Mini 4 Pro has, so it takes really good video.
Yeah, Mark confirms it was actually 135 grams there, but it's not really, you know, it's nearly half the weight of a mini, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. Bob says he's enjoying the Neo with the N3 goggles and the motion controller.
Well, that
Bob.
sounds good. I quite like the idea of that.
Yeah, so that's a really good point that makes the Neo an advantage over the Flip for a lot of people, in that you can use the goggles and you can fly it with the FPV controller that you cannot do with the Flip.
Oh, okay. So
you can't do that with the Flip.
No.
What can you fly the Flip with then, Mark? Because you're taking the mobile, your phone.
The RC M3 or the RC2.
What about your phone? Can you fly with
You
your phone?
can. You can use your phone. Yeah.
Okay.
Wow. Okay, that's interesting. Again, I did take that Neo out to the canyon and flew with my goggles. That was fun. Yeah, so I know you can do that with the Neo. God, that seemed like so forever ago. Need to do that again. I feel like, oh my gosh.
I agree.
I do. I got a lot of flying to catch up on. But again, that's how versatile that little Neo is. And right, you're not going to get the video quality that I'm going to get from my Mavic 3 Cine.
No,
you just have to divorce yourself from that.
So hiking up a big hill, it's perfect.
Exactly.
Talk to me about bloody hills, Jackie. Talk to me about them.
Yeah. And this to get up to Table Rock from the trailhead. It's about 1,000-foot altitude change from the Treasure Valley floor. So it's a fun hike. But the views of the Treasure Valley are spectacular, and it's close to me, and I can just get out there and forget about the world for like 2 hours.
So I tried getting to it from the other side, like the road that goes up there.
Yeah.
It's all blocked off now. They won't let you.
know.
They won't even let you park up there.
No, I thought they only did that for COVID because I tried that when I first moved here.
Yeah.
And anyone who know, I moved to Boise in 2019 in October 2019, and COVID sort of invaded my life very quickly. Yeah, so yeah, I thought I guess they closed it permanently.
It's too bad. But
Yeah.
I guess they got abused. What would happen is high school kids would go up there and do high school kids stuff.
Yes, they would. Yes, they would.
Oh,
So if they want to do that, they have to wake up now. And in one instance up there last summer, a gentleman, a coach had his team at the top at Table Rock, and he actually brought a drone that he had purchased the day before.
Oh wow!
Had no idea how to use it.
Oh god!
I was trying, and I'm just watching him, and I had to intervene. I think I did a little bit of drone education and drone safety.
Oh, well done.
Because there's actually large power. There's a power station right next to where the overlook is. And if you're not looking, this was at sunset, so you couldn't see the power lines. And he was just that drone was just flying. He's like, I don't know what I'm doing. And I'm going,
yeah, that's obvious.
Yeah. And that's part of the drone companies should take an opportunity to help educate people. People just buy them and they don't, they got no idea.
Right.
Yeah. I will say this, Tanya, I was in Best Buy a couple of days ago and talking to the gentleman there.
Yeah.
They haven't had a DJI drone in stock for months.
I heard that too. I was talking to them the other day because I was looking for the Flip. And they were telling me they're not getting the stock. And I'm like, okay.
Yeah, really weird.
So what happens at the minute if you need a DJI Care refresh? Does that mean you're not going to get one back?
There's been issues with people. I have not had personal issues, but I've heard people talk about it, that sometimes they don't get the parts they need, so it's difficult to get their drone back.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
Makes you be a bit more careful, I guess.
Not good.
Yeah. I haven't.
Gosh.
Touch wood, haven't had any of those issues, but it's the way of the world right now, and we're just living in it.
There you go.
Indeed. Right, let's watch another video. This one's about the Mavic 3 update.
Mm,
I
that was
recognize
good.
that.
Oh,
So
yeah.
tell us about cruise control and your first experience of using it, Tanya.
I love that cruise control. That was an amazing update for DJI.
So what does it do? Because I've never used it. So
Think
tell me
about it about as cruise control in your car. You point the drone in a direction and a speed, and
Yeah.
you can set it. And you can set the cruise control, and it'll go for infinity in that direction at that speed with the camera angle right where you want it.
Sounds
It's
good.
almost like a dolly, almost.
Yeah.
But they call
Yeah.
it cruise control. And I was also
Yeah,
playing
the other
around with
thing you can do
on
with
that one.
cruise control
Yeah.
is if you initiate, say, a turn with it while it's moving, and then hit that
Oh,
cruise
yeah.
control button, it'll continue that arc.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, so you can get these great, almost cinematic, which I love, moves. And it's not something that you have to be on the sticks all the time. And because you're not, unless you're really, really, really good, you're not really going to get that smooth precision with that update. And I just wanted to throw my drone up, throw it up, see what I can do. And I think there was a rainbow because it just rained.
Yeah.
Yes, there was.
I love
So
that.
Callum
I
says set the controls to the heart of the sun.
Yeah, really.
Get the rainbow. Get the pot of gold.
Yeah.
But this harks to just the serenity and the beauty of flying to me. It's just there's no other way I could get that type of footage and capture. And I love nature and I love the outdoors, and to be able to catch something that's so serene and beautiful in a way. It's simple. It just hits me right in the feels, and it's one of the many reasons I love drone flying. It's to capture that. So, yeah.
Don't Callum talk about Pink Floyd now. I'm not sure where we go with this conversation.
The heart of the sun.
Well, perhaps he wants to fly to the dark side of the moon, maybe.
Maybe.
Or he just wishes we were here. Oh dear. Okay.
Yeah.
Right. So how are we doing for time? We're doing all right for time. We're going to
That
show
park
over
that Tanya was flying at that day is a good place. Like she had just done her firmware update. It's a good place to test your drone after. I do a lot of drone reviews there because it's a big, wide open area, so you got a lot of room to mess around. And often there aren't a lot of people there. It's a kind of a youth soccer park. So when they're not doing that, often it's pretty empty. So it's good for doing things with drones.
Yeah. And we're Marcus, we're really lucky where we live.
We are. Absolutely. We've got some good spots.
Yeah, there's definitely something to be grateful about that we have
In
this.
Class G airspace too.
Yes.
Yeah, no, I mean most of where we fly, you don't have to worry. It's in Class G airspace, so you just fly. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm really rapidly spoiled with that and very grateful for it. So
it is nice to have somewhere to actually where you can go, which is not. So how far away do you have to travel, Tom? What, 20 minutes in the car, or how far do you have to travel to get to the?
It depends. Well, for that park, that's what 20 minutes for both of us, maybe.
Yeah.
Well, for about less than that for me, probably 10 minutes for me. Yeah.
But the canyon, the Table Rock. I've also flown the drone now because they actually have a drone area to fly down at Bruneau. Lucky Peak. They're about 45 minutes away. I'd roughly say as a crow flies.
Tanya, I take back what I just said. I think the last time we flew is when we were out there at Discovery Park by Lucky Peak.
Yes, it was. Yes, because and we're going back there, Marcus, because I'm going to take the Neo out and fly it with my kayak out there because you can go kayak.
Nice.
DJI says you can't fly over water with the Neo. It's right in the instructions. But you can do it.
Yeah, you do it.
Well, it won't technically be over the water. It'll be over the kayak.
There you go.
See, I have what's a 12-foot Seagull fast track kayak, and so it's pretty big. I can have the drone directly over the kayak. We'll make it work, Marcus.
It'll work. Oh, trust me. I've flown my little Neo over the water. I've broken the rules, Tanya. I've flown it over the water.
Yeah.
You broke rules. No, I should talk. I am the rule person.
Broken.
No, that's funny because I am the rule person.
Yeah. That's why I said that. I know that.
Which is funny when we go flying because Marcus is doing something and I'm just looking at him. We just laugh.
Yeah. Go on, Marcus, you do it. Go on, do it.
What I'll say about that is that I always I'm happy to be a VO for you. So
Thank you. And you are
further than you normally would. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
And he is one of 3 people that I trust in the state of Idaho to do that. So here we go.
Right. So video number 4, which is a Canyon. A Canon even. Canyon? We've got Canyons on the brain now. The Canon M50II Autel EVO Lite. Golden hour flight.
Oh, dear God, that one. Yeah.
That one, indeed. Enjoy.
Start recording.
Just another beautiful Sunday evening at sunset. Let's see if I can't. At the canyon. That is gorgeous. I love it. It's so quiet here and peaceful. I love it. And I was flying the Autel today and no disconnection issues. So fingers crossed to see if that is resolved. And I also bought an adapter for my Canon M50 to attach my 100 to 400 onto an APS-C sensor. So I was getting some really cool shots of all of this. And it's really looking gorgeous now. So I may be putting this phone down and picking up my camera again and getting some shots because I'm really liking the colors that we're getting in golden hour right now. So talk to you later. Check out this nifty Viltrex lens adapter for Canon M50 cameras, just like the one showcased here. Behold the mighty Sigma 100 to 400 f/5.6 telelens attached to it. I am curious to see how this crop sensor can affect the focal length of this lens. I primarily use the M50 for video, and I'm excited about the use of this adapter as a gateway to using third-party lenses along with all of my Canon EF lenses for videos with the M50. Yeah, I know. Shooting during golden hour with this setup is pushing it, but hey, I love a good challenge. And in the end, I managed to snag a few stunning shots. So enjoy the views. I love this freaking place so much.
Ding.
Oh, that light is amazing.
That was lovely.
Yeah.
That was one. And when I really even haven't had time. We had great views of, was it Tucson Atlas, the comet?
Yeah.
Over the canyon.
Wow.
That was amazing. When that came by the Earth.
You flew the drone up to meet it?
No.
Yeah.
No.
Put a drone in front of me and say, stop, none shall pass.
Yeah, really. But no, because you saw it after sunset, so that was a great place to be. And there was a ton of astrophotographers out there during that event. But I just love this place. I mean, if you're into photography and you're into drones, It's like
Paradise.
honey. Yeah, you must go to it. You are attracted to it.
Kind of like the south of Spain.
I know. I
Yes.
can't wait. Dragging all my camera gear. It's going to be gorgeous.
Are you coming over, Tanya?
I would like to. I'm negotiating the time off because
Good. Good.
work.
Excellent.
And
Gotta have
because
holiday.
I'm American and we have to negotiate these things.
I can't negotiate. By the way, I'm going on holiday, all right. My negotiating skills.
Excellent.
I won't be because I'm away.
Steve, Steve, you owe it to us. You need to take a couple minutes and tell us about your vacation, right? I mean, not just about Florida, but everything that you did, because you did some cool stuff.
I got sunburned.
I saw that.
Yeah, that was that's what you get through. See, the thing is, I was saying before that the sun in Spain, whilst it's hot and it can be up, well, you guys, Terry and Jackie, you know what it's like, but for some reason it doesn't seem to affect my skin in the same way as it does in Florida.
I don't know. I've seen you go a bit pink.
And my only thoughts are is it because obviously, like the Canary Islands, it's nearer to the equator, so that's the only thing I can think of. But anyway, yeah, it was a great time. I mean, it was really nice. Haley come with me this time, and we spent a few days in Stewart. A nice drive down to Stewart, and we drove around. I did more driving this time, obviously, and it was great fun. Just seemed like I'm breaking the law half the time, coming to traffic lights and turning right, and then U-turns in the middle of the road, thinking, I want to get arrested for this a minute, but no, you just do U-turn there, whatever.
Keep going.
Bob says he saw your sunburn, lobster red.
Yeah, it was. It's looking a lot better now. I mean, it's got more of a golden colour.
Well, to be quite honest, Steve, we could feel it, let alone see it.
To be honest with you,
Heat radiating off, was it?
Yeah.
And then of course we went up to Disney World for the second week, and well, yeah, that was something else. It was a real experience, And I've seen so many videos of the whole Disney World thing or whatever, but until you actually go there, it sort of adds. It does. Someone said to me, "Is it magical?" But well, do you know what? Even as not a big fan, maybe that it what really was. It was a great time, and I was. I met some very interesting people.
And you met Mickey Mouse, didn't you?
I met Mickey Mouse, of course. Well, the weird thing about it was actually it looked like a bit like a cinema. We thought it was like a how it all began type, like a short video. Went and the guy said, "Oh, you can go in now," and I'm thinking, "In where?" And I went into this room and Mickey Mouse.
There you go. See, you were in the queue. It was like queuing up to see Santa, but
it was. Well, I must admit, I did take Haley on. I took Haley on. She wanted to go. I wanted to go on some rides, and I said, "Oh, this one's okay." And the first ride I took her on scared the living daylights out of her. Bless her.
Hey, Steve. So, did you hit some of the nice restaurants? Because one of the best things about Disney World is they got some really cool restaurants.
Well, the weird thing I found was we went to Disney Springs, which is, of course, it is a Disney park, but it isn't a Disney park. It's almost like the bus drops you off and you're in the middle of a town, a shopping centre. And it was quite strange because it's you're not looking, and of course it's full of restaurants and Levi's shop. Yeah, I spent a fortune in that shop.
The biggest Disney store in the world is there, right?
It's massive, absolutely massive.
Wow.
So, I mean, the first time we went to Disney Springs about 3 times, and the first time I went there, we spent a lot of money.
Well,
Just in the Disney store, I saw the Disney store, and I'm thinking, oh no, Ellie's going to want to go in the Disney store. And she did.
Okay, I got one more question, Steve. What did you think of Rise of the Resistance?
That was the Rise of Resistance
in Batuu, in Galaxy's Edge, Star Wars.
That No, we didn't go on it. We didn't do it.
Oh God, it's there. Oh, but
No, we were a bit on the late side, to be fair. I think one of my favourite rides of all was Avatar. It must have been. That was great.
oh yeah.
Rite of Passage.
Flight of Passage. All right.
You just don't know what to expect. But yeah, and the other one was what a ride called Soaring as well, which is where you sort of you're in a cable car, and well, it's not a cable car, more like a ski lift. And you're sort of going over all these.
That's Sarah's favorite. Yeah.
Yeah, and there's that. Yeah, you actually at one point you actually lift your feet up because you think you're going to catch your foot on a mountain. But no, it was interesting. And of course, so next year we're coming back to do Universal.
Yes,
It's
I
gotta
like
be done.
America bug. Oh, he's got the South Florida drone meetup bug.
Yeah, well, we got the South Florida. I think that's on is it the 10th of April, Marcus? I think.
Yeah, he put it a week later to get a little bit further past all the spring break and also all the many of the snowbirds leave then, so then everything would be a little bit cheaper, more availability. That
Right.
sort of thing.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, Mark was saying with my bank balance a bit lower when I come back from Disney. No, not really, because we'd obviously been saving for the last years.
And now you're saving again.
And we come back with more money than we thought we realised, so
That's good.
it wasn't all bad. But anyway, right, okay, where are we? Oh, it's that time.
It's that time.
It's that time. You know what
We're
it's
past
time
due.
for? It's time for this.
On your point.
And now it's time for Terry's Joke of the Week.
Are you ready?
Aye.
You're listening? Yeah.
Aye.
The first grade teacher, Mrs. Brooks, was having trouble with one of her students. The teacher asked Harry, "What's your problem, Harry?" "I'm too smart for the first grade. My sister is in the third grade and I'm smarter than she is. I think I should be in the third grade too." Mrs. Brooks had enough of this. She took Harry to the principal's office. Whilst Harry waited in the outer office, the teacher explained to the principal what the problem was. The principal told her he would give the boy a test. If he failed to answer any of his questions, he was to go back to the first grade and behave. Mrs. Brooks agreed. Harry was brought in and the conditions were explained to him and he agreed to take the test. Principal asked, "What's 3 times 3? 9, answered Harry. Principal said, "What's 6 by 6? 36, Harry replied. And so it went on, with the principal asking questions the principal thought a third grader should know. The principal looked at Mrs. Brooks and said, "I think Harry should go on to the third grade." But Mrs. Brooks replied, "Let me ask him some questions." She really wanted to get him down. "Let me ask him some questions." And the principal and Harry agreed. She asked Harry, "What does a cow have 4 of? And I only have 2. Harry replied, "Legs." "What's in your pants that you have and I don't?" Again, Harry replied, "Pockets." "What does a dog do that a man steps into?" "Pants," replied Harry. The principal leant forward in his chair with his mouth gaping open. "What goes in hard and pink and then comes out soft and sticky?" And at this, the principal's eyes opened really wide. Before he could stop the answer, Harry replied, "Bubble gum." "What does a man do standing up and a woman does sitting down and a dog on 3 legs?" Harry replied, shaking hands. The principal was trembling. "What word starts with F and ends in K that means a lot of heat and excitement?" Harry replied, "Fire truck." The principal sighed a sigh of relief. "Harry, in the 5th grade," he said, "I got the last 6 questions wrong."
Terry's Joke of the Week.
I didn't like that one.
Oh dear.
It was
Very
cheesy.
good.
I must just sorry, I meant to say earlier on, a big shout out to Captain Ray, because obviously I know a lot of people have told him this, but you know, the South Florida drone meet, he puts his heart and soul, him with his whole team of people, Brad and Al, whatever, does such a wonderful job. And you know, it never ceases to amaze me. Everything is so organised. Would you agree, Marcus?
Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah.
So thank you for that.
And the pizzas were the best pizzas I had, I tell you.
Yeah.
There's your food there, Dave.
Yeah, we had pizzas, Dave. We had lots of pizzas.
I'll tell you a little secret though. Tanya and Ron and I, we stop at Wawa.
Oh yeah, yes. I must admit, Honey sat there. She said to me, "When are the pizzas coming?" I said, "Why?" She said, "I'm bloody starving." And then Marcus said, yeah, we stopped off." I thought, he did last year as well.
He didn't tell us, did he, Steve?
No, I'm just not wise to it. I'd actually forgotten all about it, Terry. I remember Marcus telling us it. I thought, why on earth didn't I do the same thing this year?
Yeah, exactly.
Caroline thought track is 2 words.
Yeah, she's being pedantic. Caroline, stop it. It's a joke.
Yes, it's a joke.
It's a joke.
Dave Cullen says, laugh out loud, bought the pizzas. Right, I think we've got time for one more video, I think. Where are we?
Uno mas.
Yes. Say it, Marcus.
Punch it, Chewy.
Hey, everybody. Look what I have here. It's the Fimi X8 Mini travel drone, the sub 250 travel drone from... Yes, so I was fortunate enough to be, gifted this?
Yeah.
At the recent South Florida drone meetup. And this today is my first flight with this new travel drone.
Tanya, who was the original owner?
The original owner would be Captain Ray. So I'm taking very good care of your baby. And I'm taking it out and figuring out all the little hoops and everything you need to go through to get this up in air. So hopefully it'll be a good flight. Fingers crossed. That is a wrap. That was my maiden flight with my new Fimi X8 Mini drone, travel drone. So more to come. I'm gonna take it out to the canyon and try out all its little, pre-programmed features. How cool.
Happy
So,
birthday.
was that the flight before the flyaway?
Clearly before the Flyaway.
Tanya got to ride in the Corvette that day.
Oh yeah,
cool.
Yeah, what a car. Loved it. Yeah. That was a good day. Yeah. I loved it. I was just laughing because I'm like I even said I'm gonna take it out to the canyon.
Yeah.
Well, we've reached that time again, guys. We've got to say goodbye.
Oh, that hour went fast, didn't it?
I miss
In
talking
case
with
you're
all of
watching,
you.
one big thank you I've got to say. Talk about pizzas. Thank you, Bill.
Bill Ronayne.
Bill Ronayne, because they were superb. Yeah, Mark said he went home and cooked them one at a time in his oven. What time did he start? 5 o'clock in the morning. Right, okay. Anyway, hope you all enjoyed it all. Tanya, thank you very much for being our guest today.
Thank you for having me.
And
Really appreciate it.
next week is video week. We've got some superb videos, and
Right. You two need to go fly again soon.
yes, indeed. Mark is,
Please. Yeah.
well, Mark is available every day. Tanya just got to work out a date.
Right. Yeah, we'll just have to sit down and we'll have to talk, and he just has to be quiet for about an hour while I vent about everything, and then
That's well,
I
yeah.
can do that.
yeah.
And thanks everyone for joining us. Enjoy your week. It's a bank holiday weekend here in the UK. I'm not sure if it is in the US. I was assuming it's Marcus. You still have a bank holiday?
Friday was the holiday here.
Yeah.
So what about Monday then?
Monday's a regular day.
Oh, okay. Well, it's not here. You see, we have Good Friday and Bank Holiday Monday. So there we are.
Nice.
La la la. Anyway.
NHS hiring.
So the next time I see you, Tom, you'll be on the 25th of September, I believe.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
So-
see you guys so much. Give you all big hugs.
Obviously, just a quick plug for that, of course. The 25th to the 30th of September.
September.
Well, I'll be there from the 24th to the 30th. I mean, obviously, if you're flying across the pond, it's worth staying for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Trust me.
As long as you want.
The 23rd, then we could use that Earth, Wind, and Fire song. Do you remember the 21st, the 25th day?
We just chose to work to the 24th day of September. That no one will ever notice.
Okay.
I think we might have some karaoke coming up. Me and Marcus doing
We
karaoke.
do. We got to do it. We got to do it.
I really karaoke.
You can do the backpack
Terry,
jack.
you into karaoke?
To me?
Yeah.
To me, he says.
No.
What I'm going to do is have 1 or 2 drinks, and that's it. I'm gone.
Then you're there.
Yeah, I'm there. Yeah. I'm
camping down there.
Indeed, yeah. Indeed. Look forward to that. So you're staying in Bon Evo, yeah?
I'm on Evo. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're going down the van.
Perfect.
So
It is a really nice part of Spain. Trust me, it's not.
it's lovely.
It's not a typical touristy area. It's very Spanish, but that makes it all the better, as far as I'm concerned. Do you agree? So anyway, as Steve Knowles says, adios, and we'll see you next week, same time, same channel. Hopefully, we don't have any technical issues, but if we do, you won't know about it anyway. So we'll just put it afterwards.
Adios, amigos.
Have a good week, guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye.